Hello everyone, and thank you for taking a few minutes to learn more about me and why I'm running in the 2017 Coaldale Municipal Election. My name is Douglas Page, and I would be honored if given the chance to represent you as a councillor for the next 4 years in this fine community of Coaldale. So, who is Douglas Page? Well, I'm a husband. My wife Kimberly, who I love very much, has always been very supportive of me. I'm a father. I have 2 children, Joshua, who is 18, recently graduated from high school, and Samuel, who is 10, is currently in grade 5. I'm a journeyman machinist. I work in a machine shop in Lethbridge, and I also own a small web design business based here in Coaldale called Page Web Designs. So I'd like to think that I'm a pretty well-balanced individual. I like to see all sides of a situation because my experience has been that there's 3 sides to every situation. There's the 2 often very extreme sides by the 2 opposing parties, and then there's that truth that lies somewhere in between. And it's this truth that I try to get to the root of. I'm not one to support a decision without having all the necessary information to make a proper decision. To add to that, I firmly believe in communication and engagement with the community. How can we run a town representative of the people if we don't listen to the people? Well, it's true, you cannot hold a public hearing or a plebiscite for every decision you're going to make because the bottlenecking would just bring everything to a grinding halt. Instead, we elect people to represent the town, and we also elect to remove these people when they're no longer representing the town or the will of the people. I was recently asked how I could be a good council member when I've never been on council before and I've never been on any committees in Coaldale. Well, to answer that, everybody has to take their first step somewhere, and obviously this would be my first step. But that's not a liability. I believe I would bring things to town that are very important and that are needed. And a lot of that goes back to being well balanced. First off, I care about the town. I care about the people in it, and I want to hear from the people in it. Secondly, I'd like to think that I'm practical. I always strive to do the best at any task that I take on. And thirdly, I have many years of past experience in leadership positions where I've had to utilize decision-making skills on a daily basis. I'm sure many of you want to know some of my thoughts on issues in the town. Like many of you, my family and I are homeowners, so I can appreciate you wanting to get the most value for your hard-earned tax dollars while keeping spending in check. While taxes are a reality, unfortunately, I will encourage the town to use your money wisely and responsibly, and to explore ways to find other sources of funding for the town. Coaldale is a great place to live, but in listening to residents, I hear many of the same concerns. High taxes, lack of services, dependency on Lethbridge, concerns not being heard by council, flooding and sewer backups, the need for improved communication from the town, dangerous intersections in town, namely the double intersection there by 7-Eleven, as well as the intersections by Tim Hortons and McDonald's. So there's also a big cry for another school in town, and I'd really like to see that happen soon because our schools are really overcrowded right now. So here are some of my thoughts for Coaldale, but I look forward to also hearing your thoughts and ideas for this fine community. We need to engage all residents and business owners in Coaldale to listen to concerns and ideas. I will encourage industrial and commercial growth so residents of Coaldale can access the goods and services they need without having to travel to Lethbridge all the time. I'd like to find new ways to attract, support, and revitalize the businesses in the downtown area so we can get more people wanting to shop there and hopefully eliminate any long-term vacancies. I'd like to see an improvement of the aesthetics of the town, mainly along the main corridors, and that'll make it more inviting for visitors as well as more attractive for the locals. We also need to have broken and worn out information and traffic signs in town repaired or replaced. I think we should explore new ways for residents to meet, support, and interact with each other, and to keep that community feeling of being connected. And if we can also do more to provide services and programs for children and teens, I think that would be very important. We need to ensure that the town is making decisions that reflect the best interests of our community as a whole. We should also explore the feasibility of having an indoor swimming pool. We can provide affordable year-round recreation, exercise, rehabilitation programs, lessons, and parties for our residents, and also a way to increase and attract tourism. So if you elect me on October 16th, I will bring a fresh perspective to council. I will engage with you and listen to your concerns and suggestions. I will represent Coaldale ethically, honestly, and with integrity, serving all members of our town, not just a select few. I care about Coaldale. I care about you. On October 16th, vote Douglas Page for Town Council. Thank you for your time.